What's up, nerds? It's Dan, and today I have something a little different for you. Recently, I have played the new Call of Duty and come across a kill streak known as the Juggernaut. So I wanted to see just how strong these guys really are by testing out what it takes to bring down one of these beasts. I decided to pick one weapon from each class that had the highest damage stat. The only perks I added onto the weapons were scopes and sleight of hand for faster reloading. For some of the weapons, I changed the ammo in order to give me a damage bonus when I could. The only other changes I made to this match were the starting ammo, which I set to max, and the field upgrades so I could have my ammo resupply crates come back 10 times faster. In the background, you have seen some sped up footage of the weapons that I would avoid using against these walking tanks. And even though I have referred to these guys as tanks, surprisingly rocket launchers do very little to stop them. So I started my test with the pistols, and I chose the Deagle. The only change I could make to the ammo was to add a 13-round magazine, but from what you saw, that didn't really make any difference. Next, I moved to the Strela P launcher. Since you can't customize the weapon, I added the perk Amped to this class, which lets you reload rocket launchers faster than normal. And after I shot all 3 rounds, I dropped a resupply crate, which gave me 1 more rocket, and still it wasn't enough to take him down. The next weapon is actually a new SMG that came with the Season 2 Battle Pass called the Striker 45. This is the first gun that I was able to change the ammo on in order to get extra damage. I am using 45 caliber hollow point rounds. By using this ammo, it also changed the fire type to a 2-round burst. Despite all the changes though, it still wasn't enough to overpower the Jug. So now I moved to the 7.25 double barrel shotgun. This time I actually had 2 attachments that granted me more damage. They were the sawed-off barrel option and the slug rounds. This seemed pretty promising considering how much the damage stat went up, but slug after slug, the Juggernaut took it like nothing. The assault rifle class was next to test, and I chose the Odin. This gun is actually one of my favorites because of the slower rate of fire and the damage that it puts out with each round. There was no extra damage ammunition to choose from, so I went with a bigger 30-round magazine. I was really hoping that this gun would be able to go the distance, but was a little scared after seeing all the previous weapons fail. But for the first time, we are actually able to take down this giant. Since we now know that the Juggernaut can be slain, I figured a PKM light machine gun should be able to do pretty well against him. I added a 200-round magazine on the gun in order to cut out downtime for reloading, and it seemed to work out pretty good. We were able to take him out with less than a full clip of ammo. In about 170 rounds, we made quick work of this once unstoppable unit.
Hi, how are you?
So what if you don't want to put yourself in danger while taking on one of these guys? Well, that brings us to the AX-50 sniper rifle. I did speed this clip up a bit because the bolt action takes a while to rechamber a round, but I have a 9-round magazine on this gun and I'm able to drop this waddling death machine in 15 rounds. So the last class we need to try is the marksman rifles. Now I know that I am showing you guys a crossbow, but this is the weapon with the most damage in the marksman rifle category. This weapon usually has normal cross bolts, but it can also have 3 different types of special ammo. One is a bolt that releases toxic gas on a player hit. There is also one with a detonation tip that explodes after a short period of time. And the last is a bolt which is essentially a thermite tip that burns anything it touches. The toxic gas bolt takes 10 shots, and the other 2 both only take 7 to overpower the Juggernaut. Now I'm guessing that some of you may be asking yourself, well, what about the combat knife? That can do some damage, right? Well, I'm guessing those people think the situation will look a little something like this.
Is to go even further beyond!
But really, this is what the Juggernaut sees. Well, that's all I have for you today. If you want to see some more Call of Duty on the channel or have anything to add, let us know in the comments. If you liked what you saw, let us know with a like. And if you want to see more from us, let us know by subscribing. So until next time, later nerds.